Grip it and rip it.
Welcome back to the Movie Dudes podcast. Did I scare anybody with that intro? Dan,
why did it sound so spooky?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing John Parker wizard fingers.
I personally like this one, the vagina one.
The best. That's the best one. When he was doing that, like when he was on like the phone, he's like, whoop, 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 whoop.
And then just ends it with.
If anyone has any clue what we were talking about, we did live reaction to a live watch along to Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension last week. I am editing down the clip out video so you'll be able to see the actual footage. But if you want to sync up your copy of Buckaroo Banzai and watch along with us, I highly recommend it. That movie is hilarious, and I'm so glad we got a chance to watch it.
If they own a copy of Buckaroo Banzai, they already know.
I know they know, but we were doing a what's it called? I was showing people at work today the video. It was pretty good, but it's like an inside joke for the movie. But yeah. Anyways, fellers, how's everybody doing?
Good.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bon Jovi Friday.
What does that mean?
It means when the day you work on a Thursday, when you have the Friday off and you just don't do any work. Bon Jovi Friday.
Who called it that?
Yeah, since when?
Since forever.
A Bon Jovi Friday?
Yeah. Google it. Look, hold on. You ready? Bon Jovi Friday.
I would think a Bon Jovi day would be Wednesday, because then you could be like, "Whoa, we're halfway there."
I see the reasoning of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Urban Dictionary says, where on the Thursday before a Friday you have off, you party and screw off at work like it is Friday.
Why is it a Bon Jovi Friday though? That's like a random. That's a random name to associate.
So have you ever heard of the show Frisky Dingo?
Yes. We've talked about it here with fucking.
Did you know about? Oh yeah. Hey, look at this.
Little Alexander.
You going down for this one, Cody? So there was a spinoff of Frisky Dingo called The Extricles. In that they coined Bon Jovi Friday.
Okay.
Great.
It wasn't just you making it up then and then adding it to Urban Dictionary somehow.
Just typed it in just now.
Yeah.
Gosh, just typed it in.
Oh, man. Daniel, you said you had an off the top for us tonight. We have some things to talk about.
I do.
We have some things to talk about tonight. We will. Not everybody's seen Thunderbolts. I saw Thunderbolts. Michael, who's not here right now, just got out of Thunderbolts, so he might be hopping on at the end of this the end of the podcast today. But
just call him Burgermeister Meisterburger at this point.
Right. So we're talk about The Last of Us. Talk about The Last of Us. We get some trailer reactions to do, and but overall, we're not gonna dive into deep spoilers or anything like that because these guys haven't seen Thunderbolts. But just some overall thoughts of where we think the MCU is going now, because I'm sure that they've seen at least some spoilers for this movie, so we can talk about some stuff. But yeah. Anyways, Dan, take us with the off the top.
All right, arts and farts and crafts. So. I saw something on the interwebs where a guy was using ChatGPT to take his child's drawings and turn them into realistic creatures.
Jesus Christ.
So my son has recently been very into drawing. So I said, fuck it, let's give it a shot. So this Duffy, I sent you this one because
a wild robot.
One, he saw Wild Robot back in February and just drew this. So ChatGPT turned it into that.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like it.
That was pretty cool. He wanted to draw his favorite bird, which is a scarlet tanager, for my father. So this is what he drew, and this is what ChatGPT turned it into.
Hey,
hate it?
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
This one right here, I asked him what it was, and he told me it was a sun guy. And ChatGPT turned it into this.
Why is it throwing middle fingers nonstop?
only on one
The
hand.
top of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it totally is. I don't know. That's kind of what it's doing. Then he gave me this one. This is the first one I did, and I think honestly probably one of the best ones because it turned into that. Look at the fucked up feet.
I don't even care.
Hate those fucked up feet.
Dan, I think these could be real characters in like a thing.
Yeah.
And then this is my least favorite one, but still really good. So there's this. Apparently, that is we three. He is the smaller one on the right. My wife is the one in the middle, and for some reason, I'm green and fat. But this is what ChatGPT did.
Jesus Christ.
Look at the amount of hair on the undercarriage on the one on the right. I also don't know why he insists on putting belly buttons on people.
I'm
Every
more
drawing.
concerned about the
Become
the belly button nipples on the two of them.
Yeah. The two of them have the style of nipple that is an innie nipples.
Ugh. I gotta tell you, if these creatures really existed, if I came down a walking path and found these things,
Yeah,
terrifying.
for sure. It was
Although I gotta be honest,
interesting.
the one on the end with the beard looks like John.
It kind of does.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say something.
John, how much fur do you have in your undercarriage?
Too many furs.
Too many undercarriage.
Oh my
furs?
god, I didn't even notice the pubes on the bottom of the thing. When you said
Yeah.
that, I thought you were just on. I know you said undercarriage, but for some reason I thought you just meant the facial hair. I didn't even notice the extended
it's
hair on the bottom.
Yeah, there's like
That is
extra
nasty.
extra pubes coming out of the crotch of that one.
How
And I
come
do not know why.
How come the one in the middle is missing? Is like a gimpy leg.
I don't know. It doesn't have a foot.
That's all right.
These creatures. do not-
Horrifying.
I mean, it's pretty impressive that it took the arm bends and like leg positions exactly as you drew them, or as he drew them.
Yeah.
So you just scanned this image in?
So no, I took pictures of his drawings and then I just give it to ChatGPT, and there was a whole script that the guy I saw doing it had. And I mean, this one was the first one I tried, and it was like, whoa, buddy, these look like they could be humans, and they're clearly naked because their belly buttons are out. So I said they're creatures, and ChatGPT was like, okay, fine.
Yeah, they look like little they look like little trolls or something, you know, like this one's face is really unsettling though. The one with the fucking smile and like
Yeah, he looks.
The one
He
that's
almost
supposed
looks
to be
kind of.
dead.
Yeah, he looks kind of shark-like.
yeah, like he looks like he could like he puts on a persona to get up close to you, and then his fucking mouth opens to a razor sharp teeth before he fucking rips your face off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. I don't like it anymore. Get it off my screen.
No. Go get your own. All right. Yeah, that's the end of Arts and Farts and
Let's
Crafts.
see. This guy in the chat is saying, "Have you seen the recent casting for Brand New Day, Spider-Man?" Lisa Colon-Zayas as a stand-up from FX is the Bear. The people speculating that she might be up for Rio Morales, so we might finally be getting Miles. Well, actually, I heard that they said that they've moved away from the big plot line with Spider-Man, where they were gonna Disney wanted to get it back to a more grounded movie, and they were kind of fighting Sony on that. But you can go grounded and bring Miles Morales in, so
You can.
it would make sense. I just hope that he's like literally young, like you know how Tom Holland was like the youngest person they've ever cast to play Spider-Man,
Yes.
and he actually like seemed like a teenager. Like I want if you're getting Peter Parker mentoring a young Miles Morales, I want Miles Morales to be like just in high school, like legit freshman, or like maybe even a little younger. You know,
I think a freshman probably be
Eighth
the
grader.
best bet. You
that
know?
would be. It's got to be someone who seems vastly younger than.
Yeah,
You know,
I think
Tom Holland.
I think a freshman would be best bet.
So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'm all for it because you can't just keep relying on these characters. So we're gonna get into Thunderbolts talk a little later, but like or MCU talk, but you can't keep relying on these kids. I mean these kids. You can't keep relying on these characters. We got to expand to other people to have more stories to tell. So
100%.
Who's the 30 to 50-year-old Asian guy playing
true.
Mr. Negative?
Is it Glenn from The Walking Dead that playing him?
Yeah, I think so.
They brought him in.
Why is he?
He was supposed to be Sentry originally. Did they recast him as Mr. Negative? I haven't. See, it would help if we looked up what the fucking casting news was on this movie, like the guy said. But yeah, no, the Mr. Negative should be older though. Isn't he an older guy? He's like a grown man from all at least in the iterations of him that I've seen. But
Never been like a favorite character I've ever seen personally. You know,
Yeah.
he's I don't know, hit or miss for me.
no clue what they're gonna do with this Spider-Man movie. None. So
It's
I
a
don't
brand new day.
I do not like the title. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the title. I know they had to get away from like what else could you do with home? You know, like because that was the whole thing for the first trilogy. I don't like the title "Brand New Day" though. I feel like you could have pivoted.
A brand new home.
No, see that's stupid too. Just like,
Foster home.
Home away from home.
Homeward Bound, the Spider-Man story.
I just feel like you could have just called it the friendly. I feel like you should have just called it the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Sweet Home Alabama. Send them to fucking Mobile.
Yeah. Oh man.
Stevie,
It could have been called Spider-Man Homeless, realistically, because he's got nothing to go back to at all. He's literally
Spider-Man
alone in life.
searching for a home.
Yeah. All right. We'll give Duggan some time before we plow into the MCU talk. But let's jump into this. Where the hell are my banners? There they are. We'll do Last of Us season 2 talk. So
Spider-Man House Hunters.
Spider-Man
Excellent.
House Hunters International. Yep. So Last of Us season 2. You guys watched a week or two ago when they killed off Joel. We haven't talked about it even since they killed off Joel. So
They killed Joel?
spoilers. My wife, by the way.
And that's why John got so into golf.
That's right. I didn't know golf clubs could do this.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he did. Casey Jones, dude, from Ninja Turtles, 1985. He was like, "I'll never call golf a sissy sport again." When he beats the shit out of the foot soldiers with it. Foot Clan.
Ghostface twist on Sweet Home Alabama.
There it is.
Solid.
That was
Long
the
last
ideal
sibling.
draft for the next
Good stuff.
Spider-Man movie.
Guys, I think we have a
Good
movie here.
Now go with me for a second. These two people are in love. They both get murdered, but the guy comes back to life and seeks vengeance for the people that murdered him and his girlfriend. That's a movie right there.
Is he led there by some kind of spiritual animal?
Yeah, his spirit animal is a black bird.
Black bird.
I'm
yeah.
feeling bird. A black
Terrible.
bird, like
Terrible.
call. What bird goes call?
I like where you're going with it. I'm thinking maybe some white face paint with some black.
Oh yeah, totally. To hide the fact that he was the guy that came back to life.
Right. Yeah, it's good. That sounds really
You
good.
need to write that script and take it to
I'll be right.
Hollywood.
I'll
That
take
is
it to Hollywood.
gold.
I'll take
It's
it
gold,
to
Jerry.
Hollywood.
It's gold.
Send it to Hollywood. See if we can get an actor who kind of looks like Brandon Lee's. Brandon Lee.
Stupid fucking callback. Stupid callback from the most ridiculous conversation 10 podcasts ago.
10, dude. 10. That was like 30. But yeah, all right, sorry. So Last of Us season 2 talk. Do you watch this with your wives?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Did your wife, Dan, have the reaction that mine did after Joel was killed? Where she goes, I don't even think I want to watch this anymore. Because Sarah literally was so upset that Pedro Pascal got killed off. She was like, I don't think I can watch the show anymore. He's like the only reason I cared to watch this show.
I don't believe so. I think she just went, oh. And then she goes, okay, let's go to bed.
Did she oh, dude, Sarah was like upset. Like she was like, did you know that was going to happen? I'm like, yes, I did know that was going to happen. She goes, did you play this game? And I'm like, I played the first one. I got spoiled about what happens in the second game. I never got around to playing it. I was like, but yeah, like I knew it was going to happen. She goes, and you didn't say anything to me the whole first season? I'm like, why would I spoil what's going to happen in an upcoming season? Plus, I didn't know when they were going to do it. I'm like, for all I know, they could have adapted it and he wouldn't have died till the end of the second fucking season.
Yeah.
But it was pretty brutal.
And then she's just sitting there going, is he going to die now? Is he going to die now? Is he going to die now?
I would love to have had that first view of that episode, right? Where having not known that Joel was going to die, and then you're watching him get like beat and tortured, and then like Ellie comes creeping in or whatever, and to be like, well, he'll get out of this, right? It's Pedro Pascal. And then just see him die and have it be like, what? What? It's because that's like Game of Thrones. Like everybody watched Game of Thrones. If you didn't read the books, which I didn't read the books before I fucking watched it. So you get who did, right? Who did?
Books?
Nobody. Like if anybody even knew those books before the show, they were way into fucking.
I read 2 of them.
You did.
Yeah.
And John likes the dragons that he imagines in his head more than the dragons they put in the show, and that's why
John
he doesn't
loves
watch
Imagine
the show.
Dragons.
Fuck off! I see that coming a mile away.
No, but but like that's like the shock I guess you get, because when I watched the first season of Game of Thrones and I got to episode 9 and they fucking killed Ned Stark, I'm like, what the fuck? He's the main character.
He said, how do you do that? And then they went for another 8 seasons after that?
Yeah, 7 more seasons where it's just about the kids, but then they kill off a Stark like every season after that anyway. So but yeah, so that was jarring for my wife.
It was jarring for me. I didn't know it was going to happen.
Really?
I didn't know.
Did you ever play The Last of Us, like the first
Fuck
one?
no. You know I don't play scary video games.
Oh, but The Last of Us is different, Dan. That was like my wife came home and I was crying when I was playing The Last of Us. And she goes, what are you fucking doing? This is like PS3. Like I was on the PS3 and I was like, nothing. I'm playing a video game. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's like, and she's like, Jesus Christ, it's a fucking game, Kev. I'm like, but it's really sad. So like when it became a show, I was like watching her like a hawk. I was like, are you gonna tear up here? And she didn't at all. She's like the fucking stone cold killer. I'm the biggest pussy in the house. But the she was very upset that Pedro Pascal died. And then in the episodes following it, I could tell she's less engaged. She's like, I don't know if I like, and I think a lot of people are like less engaged with the fact that now the story is just Ellie, right? But and I think that happened with the game too. Didn't people get pissed that Joel died like right away in the game?
They weren't super thrilled about it, but like the character Ellie in the game is more engaging than the person who is portraying her in the show.
Okay.
So.
Well, I said, and I don't think the girl who plays who they cast as Ellie is bad. I think she's a good actress. I think she's supposed to play with edges. You know what I mean? To keep people at a distance.
I think she has a lack of facial
movement.
Yeah, I guess it's the best way of saying it, because whenever you see her, like when she's shocked about something, when she comes upon people that are the people that are shot and killed and everything else, her face doesn't move. It's like it's got nothing going on, nothing going on here. I'm just like, I understand that you've seen death, but like, you kind of knew some of these people.
You know what I think it is the I think it's her. I think Bella Ramsey has like big eyes, like really big eyes, and I think that like they're always kind of like super open And so like a lot of expression, like for me, like if I got a, I'm like, ooh, you could see like my eyes go up and like big. So her eyes are already kind of big. So I don't know if they get bigger.
Okay, I mean maybe that's it. I think that's my only put off with her is that I think she does well, right? It's just that I see a lack of facial expression with her. That's my thing.
You know,
and she runs with her chin.
You,
It drives me fucking crazy.
oh man,
that's gonna make me laugh next time I see her run.
oh, she runs with her chin. What's it called? I don't know if this is true, but I thought I read that the girl they cast to play Abby auditioned to play Ellie, but she was too old. They were like, "Oh, you're just a little too old for Ellie." And I think that girl probably would have made a better Ellie.
Yeah,
it's entirely possible. You know, I think it's probably likely, but it is what it is.
But she does such a good job. It's because I've seen her in other things that I liked her in, but like, she's in that Home Alien movie, the Home Invasion Alien movie, where like,
that movie pissed me off
because the town was
pissed me off.
Of assholes, right?
No, because nobody speaks.
Right.
There's like no dialogue in like I get her entire town's being taken over by aliens, but if I were alone, there is no fucking way that I wouldn't be fucking talking to myself like the entire time. Like when that big tall alien is like crawling over the garage, I'd be like, now what the fuck is this?
Yeah, no shit. Like not even a
distinctive Boston thing.
She's super quiet the whole time, but like, and you know what?
Oh, it's like
maybe for the betterment of her survival, but
maybe. But I mean, like
a New England thing, 100% though. With us being like
talking to yourself.
What the fuck is behind the can over there? Come out. What are you? Oh fuck, it's a raccoon. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong because like I forget what was I doing? I was in the kitchen the other day and like a pan moved and I was like, what the fuck? Just like that. Like,
and then she ices that alien and you're telling me that you're not like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, no. And she doesn't even scream when they're like attacking her either. Like the monkey alien with the fucking claws that's like sitting there,
fuck that guy.
Like sitting there, like she fucking stabs him with the broom. Like that thing's not fucking swatting at her with his claws, and she's just like backing up. I would have been like, ah!
Well, no. When it's first there, you know, I'd look at it and be like, "What's your fucking problem?" What? And then all of a sudden it comes out with the claws. I'm like, "Oh fuck!"
Because it sits there. It sits there literally like a monkey. Like its hands it's on its haunches. Like, what are you doing? Like it's giving it the fucking head cocks, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And then eventually it's just like springs.
No,
at
she
her
wasn't.
Like fucking
she's just like.
I like that movie. It sounds like we're talking shit about that movie. I actually really, I genuinely watched that.
It was a good movie. I will say for Hulu.
Yeah,
it was a good movie for the fact that there is like legit one line of dialogue in the entire movie.
Yeah, no, it's true. You're right. Nobody talks to her, and then the one time she goes to talk to somebody else, the lady spits in her fucking face. So when the town ends up getting totally fucking brain fucked by aliens, except her, because the aliens are like, "Oh, this town blows. They've been so fucking mean to you. We're not even gonna take your brain." And then everybody's like, the whole town's like lobotomized. Like I felt good. I was like, good. This town deserves it because they were a bunch of cunts. This fucking girl didn't mean to kill her friend. It was an accident. All right, again, I mean, this has nothing to do with The Last of Us other than she plays the
hit her in the head with the fucking rock, bro. She meant to kill her.
No, she pushed her and she hit her head on a rock.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. She didn't murder the girl. It was a fucking fight between two friends and she just shoved her and she fucking hit her head on a rock.
So man,
it was an accident. It was like the first guy that comes out of the pod in Buckaroo Banzai. He just slipped.
That was.
It's nobody's fault except for the guy who was in the hatch and pressed the button to close it on his toes.
And he goes, "Oh, my toe!" Just does a fucking nosedive and goes, He's dead.
What does the third alien say? The guy that just like sits in the pond while they're like hitting it with a rock on the outside.
He's in the hot tub.
He's like listening. He's like, and then he's like, "We need you to self-detonate." And he goes, "Apologize to the Supreme Council for what I've done, like my failures or whatever." Like, so fucking funny. Buckaroo Banzai. Go watch it. But anyways, so The Last of Us. The next episode, what I really want to talk about is we'll skip ahead from the episode where they're going to Seattle, because that's just a wasted episode, really. It's a fucking time waster.
Sure.
I mean, it's not. It was good. It progresses the story, I guess. But the fourth episode of the season, they're going in. They're trying to look for the wolves. They see a bunch of fucking wolves killed by, I guess, the people with the scar faces.
Scars.
Yeah. And they've been strung up. And when they walked in and saw him strung up, I know it wasn't this, but in my head I was like, ooh, this would be a good setup for a Predator movie.
Time out. Kevin,
Yep.
You jumped too far ahead.
What did I miss?
What's his face? Jeffrey Wright?
Mm.
Is that his name?
Yes.
The intro to that, where he just marks the entire group with 2 fucking grenades in there. Unbelievable.
So
Is that in the game, John?
I believe it is. Yeah, it's been a while since I played it.
So Jeffrey Wright's character is like the leader of the wolves, but he used to be part of Fedra. And his character gets introduced because like a group of Fedra agents or soldiers are going on like a convoy, and one of the guys is telling the story, talking about some fucking asshole that he used to be part of Fedra or whatever. And when he's doing it, it kind of pisses off Jeffrey Wright's character who's there. And then Jeffrey Wright's character pops out and takes like the rookie that's with them. And he's like, "Hey, come here. I'll teach you. I'm gonna learn you something real quick." And he takes him out, and he goes up and meets up with these, I guess, just local people in Seattle. And they kind of have like this weird, like, "Oh, are you?" Blah,
They
blah, blah.
literally introduce each other, and then he turns around, pulls 2 grenades off of his belt, pulls a pin, tosses them into the back of the armored truck, and closes the door and blows everybody up. Then the guy that was driving that like stumbles out, and he just shoots him a bunch. And then the guy that he brought with him like draws down on him. And he's like, "You have a choice to make." And the kid's like, "Okay."
Yeah. So they become the first wolves, I guess, probably.
Woof.
I guess it's a flashback, but
Oof.
Jeffrey Wright's character is pretty fucked up, though. He's fucking torturing that that naked dude. I thought he was gonna burn his dick off with the fucking pan, and I was like,
Dude,
don't do that.
He's fucking brutal.
So, that's all I could think of at that scene. I was like, I swear, if he burns his dick off, I can't watch the show anymore. But he didn't, luckily. But anyways, yeah. So
That would even be the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
and listen, it would be up there for me. But we get to this point in the episode where Dina and Ellie have fought a couple Fedra agents. They killed like 2 of them. They escape. They get into this like tunnel system in the subway, and then a shitload of fucking infected come running at everybody. And Dina and Ellie get away, and they're stuck in an old rusted subway turntile system, but it's like the one that's like floor to ceiling. So
Yep.
like you can't, and like Ellie barely gets through. Dina gets stuck. A fucking infected runs at her. Is gonna bite Dina. Ellie shoves her arm out in front of it. Gets bit right here to protect Dina, and then she pulls her back through, and they run to safety. Dina's got a gun pulled on Ellie because obviously she's gonna fucking turn. And Ellie does this whole spiel where she's like, "I'm not infected. I'm not infected. I swear I'm not infected." Doesn't explain anything about it. Just says, "I'm not infected. Just watch me." Right? 6 hours go by. Ellie wakes up and she's like, "I'm not infected." And the 2 proceed to have sex right after that, immediately. No explanation as to what's going on. No dialogue exchanged. And that is the biggest problem I have had with this series from any episode. There is no fucking way that in a world where people are turn like that you would just take someone's word for it, no matter how much time has passed, and immediately start swapping spit.
Is love.
It's not love.
It's
Dude, that's
love.
crazy. That is
It's
insane.
love.
That is
No.
insane. what that scene should have been, and maybe that scene could have happened in the next episode, the sex scene, if they needed to have it. But like what that scene should have been is her taking the gun away, sitting down in front of her and being like, tell me what's happened to you. Tell me everything. Right?
Explain yourself.
And you
Instead
don't need to,
it's-
you don't even need
instead
to
it's
have
let's
her.
smooch.
You
Let's
don't need to
smooch
have
and
her
finger
tell
blast each other's squeeze boxes.
you don't need to have her tell. You don't need to have her tell anything like specific. It could end, the episode could end right there, and then pick back up next week, and then she could be like, so like they could be on horseback or whatever, going to find more wolves, and she could be like, so Joel really killed all of those butterflies. What are they called? Not
Fireflies.
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 Killed all those fireflies because they were gonna kill you to try to harvest a cure. Yes. So that's why we're in this mess. That's all that needed. But no, she's just like, like it's just like, I can't for the life of me. I would never in a million years swap spit with anybody or go any like she would at least for 24 to 48 hours be at least more than an arm's length away from me.
Yep. Well, how are you going to ride horses then? They only have the one horse.
We're walking. I'm
But
on the
also,
horse. You're walking.
you left out the fact that after they sexed each other, she starts whipping out piss sticks, showing them off.
That's true. Dean is pregnant.
Yeah. She's like, I'm pregnant. How do you know? I took this, I peed on this old ass expired pregnancy test and it came back positive. Well, that's just one. Well, I also have this one and these other two right here.
And this
So you pissed out all of these? Well, yeah, that's what you do.
You get a pregnancy.
She's like,
you get a pregnancy.
full house, baby.
Yep. Yeah, dude. It was just I can't believe it. Would you like in what
No.
world would you
It's love.
it's not love, Dan. That's so stupid.
It's love.
Maybe they're in
Says,
love.
"Oh,
Maybe
I
they
think
are
I
in love.
love you. You
Maybe
took a bite from me. I think I love you.
Maybe they are in love, but she's got a baby in her belly and she needs to think about that baby. Okay.
I mean, maybe what's gonna happen is that baby's just gonna crawl out alien style, baby cordyceps.
Well, that's how Ellie came to be immune. Her mom was bit the night she gave birth. Mike's here.
Oh, good.
Oh, he's so fucking good at planning.
Hi,
Tony.
Mike.
Hi.
The best planner ever.
Hey, Duggan, have you been caught up on The Last of Us?
I don't watch that show.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's about.
Oh, dude,
Okay,
you
so-
missed out.
so in
show's
that
fucking
case-
good. Just kidding. It's all good. All right, let me throw a scenario by you and get your opinion on it. Then, so in The Last of Us, I'll just tell you, in The Last of Us, a character it's like it's kind of like a zombie show. It's a little different, but
Yeah, I get the premise of it. That they get the fungus and all that bullshit.
yeah. So the main character, the girl, she's immune. She's immune to the virus. That's her whole arc, her whole character plot.
Okay.
No one knows this, right? So she's on an adventure with another girl who it's like they have like a relationship, and she saves the girl from getting bit by one of these things by sticking her own arm in front of it. She gets bit, right? So the girl's thinking, well, now Ellie, the main character, is gonna turn. She's gonna turn and whatever. So she pulls a gun on her, and she's like, no. She goes, I have to tell you, I'm immune. I'm immune to this. Like, so like the girl's like, I don't fucking believe you, which you shouldn't believe her. So she's like, I don't believe you. She's like, just watch me. She's like, we're safe right now. She goes, watch me for 8 hours while I sleep. I will not turn because it happens pretty quick when in the show.
Mhm.
And so she doesn't turn, right? So when she doesn't turn, the first thing this lady does is go up and start making out with Ellie. And it's like, would you make out with this girl? Like, you don't know.
Wait, is this the scene when she aggressively fingers her and doesn't undo the belt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Mike. Yes.
So, I heard about it.
Yeah, bro. So,
So, no,
yeah,
I don't know. I would. It depends on the relationship. I think. I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures. I would definitely be a not nice person, and when it comes to end of days.
okay. All right. I would think that I would try to be nice to a lot of people, but if I saw a bitch get bit, I don't think I would let her anywhere near me. So
Like, you know, in The Walking Dead, Dean Morgan's character, I feel like I have those vibes, unfortunately.
So
well, then you're a
Duffy,
survivor.
so Duffy, you see somebody take a bite for you, and you're like, I don't trust you. And then she starts jerking your ween, and then she's slobbing your knob, and you're worried that she's gonna bite your dick off.
I would be. Who wouldn't be worried about that? It's a
First-
real concern.
I'm on Duffy's side on this. Absolutely fucking not.
Is 8 hours the time limit for a changeover? Like that's it?
It
Like
happens.
6 to 8 hours. It's
Yeah,
very quick. It's very
It
quick. when
happens quick. So there's
So
a
I'm
kid that was.
surprised. That was
there's a
probably
kid
like
that-
why she did that. She saw that the 8 hours passed and she just got super moist thinking about a lifelong partner that can always defend her.
Well, there's also the fact that she did that song for her.
Yeah.
She played that
You know,
song. that
I liked
cover.
Take On Me. I liked the acoustic version
Yeah.
of Take On Me. I've never heard an acoustic version of that song. A song that is overused a million times over in movies and shit now. But I liked that acoustic version of it. And I meant to learn how to play it when I got
I
home.
just always think of Family Guy now. Chris running through the black and white. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all I.
That's the
think.
music video for Take
Yeah.
On Me. Like the real music video.
Yeah.
But
Where have you been? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh man, but yeah, no, the yeah. So that's it. I can't believe that they jumped to. I'm pretty sure you're okay. Let's make out.
Yeah, I'm on your side, Duffy. I'm like, no.
A little
we're
more
not.
caution, dude. If
Yeah.
it was Sarah, my wife, I've known her for 20 years. If suddenly if we were in the same scenario and she's like, I'm immune, and she knew obviously I would know that, but like, even if I
I don't know
had
that.
that kind of relationship with this person, I would be like, back up. We can keep walking together. We'll test this out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in some kind of a neck brace attached to 2 sticks, and we're going to go through the streets like this.
That's just like the black chick in Walking Dead, where they're 2 zombies with
Yes.
no mouth.
Michonne. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I'd be doing that. I'd be walking my wife through the streets like a.
So with all the shows that we watch about like apocalypses and stuff, do you guys ever think about like the worst case scenario? You all have families, so it's a little more heavy. Like, where's the crown? Because I always tell Emily, I go, if I get hurt or if I get down bad and you have to be responsible, let me go. If you're gonna survive, go on your own. Don't worry about me. I'll figure it out.
Megan would die. Period.
But so would my wife. Done.
I think they all would. But
Without me, I'm not even sure that I would live.
No.
I'd put up a hell of a lot more of a fight than she would, though.
It'd be a lot of touch and go. So
I'm not gonna lie. Ever since we were talking about like a potential golf trip to Nova Scotia, my eyes have been northward. If anything goes down, I feel like Nova Scotia is a good place to. It's an island. I mean, at least the
I just never realized how fucking big it was.
yeah.
Nova Scotia.
Dude, I thought Nova Scotia was small. We
It's
were taking the fucking cat from Bar Harbor to Falmouth, Nova Scotia, and then
You mean
Bahaba.
Bahaba.
The course that Duffy found was another fucking 6.5 hours, still in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
That's
Nova
crazy.
Scotia is like the size of Texas.
Yeah, apparently.
Not.
Maps are super deceiving because of the people who go ahead and make them make other places smaller to go ahead and make us feel better.
Oh,
No.
you talk about map builders? Fucking liars. Show the real map. I want to know that Greenland's huge.
No, my idea would always be to try to get to some kind of an island because I feel like you can, if you have the ocean around you, you can at least, for the most part, because like people could sneak up on you still if they fucking get to the island. You don't know it, but it seems a little more fortifiable. Is that the word?
Yeah, fortifiable.
Okay, fortifiable.
I mean,
Well, you're
yes and
you're
no.
taking Nova Scotia right out of World War Z. That's where they end up.
They do?
Yeah, at the very end.
They go to Nova Scotia?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
they get off that ferry, right?
It's fucking Canada,
Yeah.
bro.
Nova Scotia
World
is
War
half the
Z?
size of West Virginia.
World War Z, where they discover the way to kill the zombies is to give yourself the fucking measles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Duffy, I looked it up, and this is what AI gave me. Nova Scotia is 21,000 square miles. It's the size of Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island combined.
Oh yeah, there you
On
go.
landmass or size?
Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah.
Well, Massachusetts
I was
is high.
confused.
If there's river, the landmass would be different.
Talking rivers?
River, water, any kind of fucking hole. I'm talking about land.
The land of it. 21,000
land.
square miles of land.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm assuming there's probably some rivers, lakes, and ponds in there,
Don't go.
but not the ocean.
All right. That's good.
Look.
Oh man.
Oh man. Well, you guys know wherever you go, there you are.
There you are.
All right, let's do some trailer reactions.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, did you see that fucking video I sent you about the shark boat guy on Instagram? That new movie.
The shark boat guy? No, I didn't.
Oh, with I know what you're talking about. This that killer one where the guy goes.
Yeah. That movie's fucking crazy.
Well, tell me what it is in a minute, and we will pull it up and watch the trailer here.
I'll find it.
All right, the first one we're gonna watch is this. This is a trailer for a movie called Deep Cover.
Deep Cover from 1998.
Deep Cover. It's at Prime Video. It's Prime Video, so it's right up our alley. We'll be able to watch it for free.
Fuck yeah.
It's a caper comedy, so it looks good. I think you guys will like it. Ready? Here we go. Can you hear it?
The cupcakes?
Yes.
How's it going
Sorry.
with the comedy? Someone said that you're teaching.
Improv is all
Is that Karen Gillan?
I want proper work.
Who is that?
Be anything. You're from the Cotswolds. You're not.
Bloomster.
Legolas.
Thank you so much, everyone.
I'm looking to work with someone just like you.
Seen Bean.
Are you like
Oh,
an
it's Bryce
agent?
Dallas Howard. Okay.
This
She's got
exercise
balls.
is a program using improv comics to take down criminals.
Huh?
200 each. You in? This is just another round of improv. When in doubt, yes, and
Anything else?
Yes. And
What the
so you're big timers.
Oh, it's Patty Considine.
Patty Considine.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
You were so good. You committed. It was inspiring. You've got deeper in 2 days than we've managed in 2 years. You can't quit now.
They're just making us up as they go along.
Ian.
Hold him
Shane.
down. Take his dick out.
It's where the scene went.
this is getting completely out of control. Oh,
Things go sideways, throwing a grenade.
not a literal grenade.
Okay, run.
We told our bosses that we were about to bring in 3 major players, not a bunch of clowns.
Clowning is an art.
You remind me of that movie,
Bond.
Paddington.
Paddington, the bear.
That
So
looks,
that looks
decent.
pretty funny. I like a good British caper. So Orlando Bloom. I feel like that. What's the last thing that Orlando Bloom's done that's been relevant?
Pirates.
Pirates of the Caribbean
6.
House Hunters. Whatever it was. I don't know.
Kevin, I know the name of that movie if you want to look it up.
Sure.
Dangerous Animals.
Sharks?
Oh, baby.
I mean, Orlando
This
Bloom
movie
is
looks
going to be at the
fucking
Boston Fan Expo. So, just saying.
Oh, he did. He was in Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
2023.
I got a commercial I got to skip through. Hold on.
So there are some decent horror movies that are going to be coming out as well.
Dude, how scary. I'm not going to, the one you talked about earlier. I will begrudgingly watch the trailer for it.
Is that the little kid one?
I don't want to. The little kid one looks so fucking scary.
Kids
What the hell
are scary
is
in
that
general.
one? Weapons?
Yeah, weapons.
Oh god, it looks so fucking
but
scary.
There's a trailer out for the movie Together. in Duggan. I think I sent it to you, right?
Yep.
Where they go ahead, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Where they start grafting together.
We'll do it after this one, and then I'm
Yep.
gonna throw up into my cup. But let's go.
Oh my God, I can't believe I let you talk me into this.
It's been a great experience.
Yeah.
All right, crew. There's still one thing we need to take care of. Promise you will. Close your eyes. Take a big, deep inhale. And out. And in.
Oh my God.
Welcome aboard. I see you, like, come alive on that board. It's spiritual. I feel the same about what I do. It's my true calling.
What is this?
I feel like Guy Courtney's been pretty terrible just about everything, but I like him as a serial killer.
You're a fighter. I love fighters. Thanks for a better shot. Right places, please. And action. Tell me how great a show on earth. Every fisherman loves a good fight. The thing the fish doesn't realize is that once that hook sets, no matter how hard she runs,
Help! I need help.
she's already in the boat. Behind you! Yeah, you and me, we fend for ourselves. We're sharks.
I'm nothing like you.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. This is your time to shine.
That's a big shark.
The big boy.
All right, that looks good.
That looks excellent.
That really does.
Yes.
That looks like a good movie. Damn it.
I think what makes Jai Courtney a better actor is not having to worry about doing like an American accent and just sticking with his native Australian accent.
Yep.
Because I mean, he's great as Captain Boomerang or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah,
in
he was
Suicide
good.
Squad.
He was good in that role. You're right.
Yeah. And again, that is his normal Australian accent.
Yep.
I love a fucking shark movie too. So that gets me right there. It does.
That's weird because you and I don't like deep water or big fish.
In real life,
And
I don't.
Yeah, and
but-
I also enjoy a good shark movie.
Right. So
What's crazy about this is if you go on a vacation and you're like, I want to do something cool, let's go on a boat ride. These people aren't fucking like vetted. You're just going to some dude who owns a boat. This kid's a plausible movie, 100%.
so
Zuban, are you for scuba?
let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story of the time that I was the most embarrassed of my wife in my life. I think I might have told this before, but so we went to the Dominican Republic with Ed and his girlfriend when it was like 2009, right? It's a long time ago, but like it must have been like 2011 or something like that. But so we went to the Dominican Republic and we did this waterfall tour. And you basically you get bussed out to this waterfall. It's a tourist trap, tons of people. You walk into the woods to go to this waterfall. You swim up the like stream and then walk up these waterfalls. And on the way back down, you can jump off them, or like there's like man-made like slides in the rocks so you can slide into the pools. It was fucking rad. I loved it. Right. So we're walking out there. Halfway through the walk to the fucking waterfalls, one of the guides, again, this is a tourist trap. We've seen like dozens of people coming and going past us. One of the guys he says something to him in fucking Spanish, and the dude runs back to the wherever we just came from, the setup shack, and he comes back with a black waterproof trash bag. But he's running up on us in the woods, and Sarah sees this guy coming because she turned to talk to Ed's girlfriend, and then she puts herself between Ed's girlfriend and her. She goes, "Wait, what are you doing? what are you doing? Where are you going? Like yells at him. And I turn, I'm like, what the fuck? And the guy's like, whoa. He's like, it's for your phones. He's got the bag. And I was so embarrassed that we went on again. It is a tourist trap. We went out there, and then the guy had fun with it too because they stopped laughing a few minutes after that, and then this is the best part. He starts shaking the bag, and he goes, "You're gonna die." So it was fine. But like I had to stand there with these fucking guys, and I was just like, I am so sorry. I'm like, I said, she's fucking Puerto Rican too. Like she's been around Spanish people her whole life. I'm sorry that she thought you were a murderer.
Does she know Spanish?
Yeah, she could speak.
Why wouldn't she yell out?
She wasn't paying attention to what they were saying. She was just walking and talking.
The fact that she was just like, stop.
Yes, she saw him coming and then it's like jumps behind Ed's girlfriend and it's just like, stop. Oh my God, it was so fucking, I was so embarrassed. I'm like, I am sorry. Like, could we seem like we are more like untethered to culture than thinking that you're a fucking serial killer because you're running up to us with a bag?
I think the guy's joking about it. Like, you're gonna die. It's probably the best thing ever.
The questionable thing is that she didn't recognize the two people that walked her into the forest. So
he walked us in, and then like maybe not even like a quarter mile into the woods, he caught back up to us after he sprinted back to grab the bag. So we hadn't been walking very long.
Was he not catching a drag with the bag? Was it open?
No, it was. I mean, I think when he got close to us, he started opening it. But like, but I don't fucking. It was embarrassing, and I was just like, oh my God, like.
You know what would have been great though if he got there before that and like went to like fuck around, like put it over Ed, and he's like, "You're gonna die."
Dude, Ed would have hit him for sure. So that might have been hilarious. But
oh man.
Oh my God. But yeah, no, I was super embarrassed, and that's so I don't know. I mean, I guess I wouldn't do something where it was just me and my wife on like a trip like that.
Yeah.
Like unless it was an obvious tourist trap. You know what I mean? Like
if it said like Dan's awesome fishing trip, I'd be like, let's go there. Not fucking Raoul's halfway fucking into the ocean type deal. Like, nah.
If it's just one person, like I don't know. I mean, he would still probably murder. He would probably still murder if there was like 5 people on that boat. But like, I don't know. I also would never go anywhere where I was going to be jumping into a cage with sharks. So that's right off the bat, I'm safe from my fear of sharks. But
yeah,
Megan and I do shit like this regularly, except for that we don't do it deep sea on fucking boats with sharks. So like we're going horseback riding in Arizona.
Oh hell yeah!
I went horseback riding in Hawaii.
Oh, all right, nice.
Don't forget to protect your balls.
I won't.
So it was me. I mean, there was a small group.
You should stand up.
Me and my wife. Yeah, it was me and my wife, and then 2 gay guys, and the guide. And the guide was a female. Yeah. So then, after everything's said and done, I like get off and I go, my quads are killing me. And my wife is like, why? And I'm like, I had to keep my nuts off the saddle. And she goes, what? And I said, they're sensitive. I said, I can't just be sitting there. I mean, you got nothing there. There's nothing. It's just there. You're on the saddle. I'm like, me, this thing's dangling. I had to be like, keep myself up because we're going over this stuff. We're on horses. It's bouncing. I had to make sure that I'm not just fucking slapping my nuts on the saddle every step.
How long was the ride then?
Like 2.5 hours.
So you're sitting in your saddle trying not to squash your nuts, and your wife's just chilling 2.5 hours, just cruising on her.
Yep, she's there. She's sitting like so firmly on that the saddle just kept like tilting to the side. So she'd be going, and she's just cruising, and then the guide comes over, and she's like, "Hold on." She like rights the saddle back up. He just slides back to the
You
side.
sell that horse. It needs to be tighter.
Have you ever gone tubing like behind a boat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The first time I ever realized that like my nuts were like could depending on the activity could be in trouble. Like
Nothing
when I was tubing at Fred's Lake House and we hit this wave bump and my legs came up like this and then flopped back down real hard. But, like my nuts hit first and it was just like smack and I was like, oh. Like, oh my God. So then like I spent the rest of the next like I don't know, mile of the boat with like trying to like force my ass under my nuts. So like, so sitting weird like that. And I think that's what started my hemorrhoids. Because then my ass cheeks were spreading at every fucking hit. And it was like just that rubber.
It's just the pressure, just the constant pounding, just pulling your asshole inside out
at my asshole.
It's almost like getting gay raped.
It hurt. It hurt. Let me ask
Duffy got raped. Duffy got raped by a lake, and now he has hemorrhoids.
Lake rape.
Lake rape is the worst.
Are you guys? This has nothing to do, but except for the thought that it just popped in my head. Are you guys bathing suits with net people or cutting them out people?
Net.
Nowadays,
yeah,
net.
I have a bit of each. A bit of each.
Dude, I need the net. My nuts sag way
but the
too
net
much.
needs to be there.
Hangs like a sleeve of a wizard.
I can't believe it because, like, when I was a kid, I hated the net too. But now I'm like, I have athletic shorts that have a net in them. Like not it's like mesh. It's not like like a bathing suit net. But those are my favorite shorts.
I mean,
I used to do board shorts.
Yeah,
I do have 2 pairs of board shorts. I have 2 pairs of board shorts, but I still wear like a pair of boxer briefs under them. I can't have stuff. I just can't have stuff jumping out.
No, see,
You know,
I
like,
hate the feeling of the underwear underneath the bathing suit. I can't do that.
You know, like the sports spandex? I used to have a pair of shorts that were like that, and then put a board shorts on because it's real tight, so it fucking locks everything together.
You talking like a rash guard, Mike?
Like a girdle, yeah, tight shit. Like Nike Pro has them. It's like spandex for like boxers.
Oh, see, I use my bullpen boxer briefs that have the little thing on the side to keep the nuts in place. I bought them for when I had my vasectomy because I didn't want those things jangling around and falling out the holes.
Dan. I only have those kinds of boxer briefs now because of the vasectomy. I
didn't want stuff jangling around. No, I wanted to keep that nice and tight.
Yeah,
in a tight little package.
Oh God!
Oh man!
I'll tell you who wouldn't have had a problem sitting on that horse is Mike Fusillo because he would have just tossed his nuts over the side of the horse like saddlebags.
I don't know if a horse could carry that weight.
That's true.
I mean, well, that's a concern though.
The horse would look at those nuts and be like, "My nuts."
With the neck so long, he'd be so tall sitting up out of that horse, and then the weight of the nuts to one side would just keep pulling him over.
Yeah, that's why you gotta get a mule.
Jesus Christ.
This poor guy tuning into this is literally getting like the full fledged of the podcast from like any episode all in one thing. Why haven't we been picked up by more viewers?
I don't know.
It is us, the 4 of us talking with one dude.
Your belly, or were you like, how was to get your ass under your nuts? You would have to.
Mike, I was just trying my best to get my nuts as far away from the seat as possible. So really, it was just I was really leveraging my nuts more than I was getting my ass under it.
You're really just dunking your balls in the lukewarm water on the ring of the fucking floaty.
I am the only viewer, and I am learning the lore.
The lore.
Brought to you by Grooms.
Oh man, Grooms.
Oh,
all right. What was the name of the trailer you wanted to watch? The blending
together.
2 girls, 1 cup.
No, 2 kids at Sandbox.
Meatspin.com.
This is fucking great.
How many realizations you got, Dan? I got 1,000.
Oh, it's got
You watched it 1,000 times?
You spin me right around, baby, right around.
God damn it! It's got Alison Brie and Dave Franco. I'd want to watch this just because of the people that are in it.
Boom.
Dave Franco's amazing.
All right, here we go. I'm sure this commercial is gonna make me want to fucking puke, but here we go.
Dave Franco.
I love you.
Oh, that voice Dave. Come on, Franco.
I love you.
What's going on?
I don't know. Since the move, him and I haven't
It's that
been
guy.
on the same page.
That's the guy from that show, John.
Please. Can you
Yeah.
get together?
Maybe we're just complacent.
Well, you know,
He should have
complacency
smiled.
can sometimes simply be.
I
Yeah.
don't like that at all.
Horror
You know,
and
this could be the
codependency.
beginning
You roll over, let you're on my hair.
of something wonderful.
Tim.
Ugh.
We spend our lives in search of the other half. If you think you found that,
That reminded me of Scrubs.
don't be so quick to let it go.
I think something's happening to us.
Listen to me. Listen to me. We've got to get out of here. Now. It's gonna be okay.
Oh no. Hitting can footage.
It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Whiskey for the pain.
What the fuck?
Fuck you.
Why is
John.
everybody so sticky?
Fuck yeah.
John,
This is so
Fuck.
sticky.
that is so fucking gross. How could you?
What are you
fucking do
talking
that?
about?
How could you
What are
do
you
that?
talking about? What are you talking about?
Can I
Right?
can I watch that right now?
That's how I feel like in the summertime when your nuts stick to the inside of your leg.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's Batwing.
Yeah.
It's 100%
So
Batwing.
sticky.
I figured that
No,
was
the
least
bat
amount of-
wing is when you grab the skin on your nutsack and you stretch it out flat like paper.
if it's
Batwing?
if it's sticking to both sides, it could have the same effect, right? But Kevin, what do you mean "fuck you" to me, dude?
I
told
could have
you-
gone
I told
my
you
entire
what it was-
life without seeing that. Okay.
I told you what it was before you viewed it. The eyeball thing freaks me out. I ain't gonna lie.
So sticky.
I have to think about eyes.
And
Jesus Christ.
and that's the thing. If you go to the IMDb page, you go to the IMDb page. That's
That's
what
all
you
you
get.
fucking see. Yeah.
Woo!
I don't.
There it is. That's the movie
Oh!
poster. Just eyeballs
How big
trying to
that
marry
eye's
each other.
come
I don't like that. I don't like that. Get rid of that screen. I don't want to. I don't like that at all.
See,
I don't like
out.
Oh, you want to continue on, Kevin? No, it's a snake.
Snake's not so bad.
Dan, you gotta save that picture.
The fact that she goes ahead, whiskey for the pain, and she grabs the sawzall, right? And you just know that their hands are combined together, right?
Yeah.
And they're just cutting that fucker off just to get free of each other.
But what's crazy is they don't want
127 days. It runs in the family. The Francos cut their hands off.
I'm sorry, but if you know that your bodies are starting to fuse together, don't fucking touch each other.
But what if you get sick? What if you get sick and you have to be around that person?
You can be around anybody you want, but you don't touch them. You wear gloves.
You can't.
You wear
help-
gloves.
You can't fight fate.
So
There's got to be something to it where it's like when he's in the shower by himself and he's going all like, ugh, and she's all like rolled up and everything. It's because they're separated.
Dude,
The only way they can be cognitive together is if they're together.
Franco
I think
looked like
that
that
when-
because he jerked off in the shower.
I feel like that when he's laying in bed with her and she's like, honey, can you roll over, blah, 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 right? I think her hair is like grafting into his fucking head.
Yeah.
And that's what
I think it's going into his mouth. I think he's straight up eating it like a bowl of spaghetti.
Oh.
Which is
I don't want anything to do with that movie.
If there was sound to it. Babe, can you roll over? You're on my hair. She turns and looks and she's just
It is
I mean, with the same face, but just that sound. I'm like, oh no! It'd be so much worse.
I'm out. Can't do it. You know I can't do body horror. I can't do body horror, and I don't like gross shit. That is fucking gross.
Next week is Terrifier 3. Prepare yourself.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna have to get so fucked up to watch that. You don't even know.
I mean, are
Like,
we
I
all
hope-
gonna be so fucked up? But hey,
I'm gonna.
whatever.
I naturally don't. I normally don't get like drunk anymore. I'm gonna be drunk and high, and I'm gonna be absolutely to the fucking nines before I even think about watching that.
Kevin,
But
you
I was.
like-
I don't know. I don't know if you want the latter of that to be true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know a guy that can get you some psychedelics.
I don't want to do psychedelics for the first time on the golf trip, but that's not the first time. I did that. What the hell was that shit that people salvia? I did that when I was young.
Oh fuck! I did salvia too.
That shit fucked
Oh
me
my
up.
god!
But
Yeah, but that's only like a 15-minute trip.
Yeah,
Duggan, how long does shrooms last?
Depends on how much you eat. Usually a couple hours.
oh god! All right,
Nah,
let's,
shrooms like that.
let's
I'll
get off
show
this.
you when I find them.
Let's get off this gravy train.
I need to palate cleanse this. Has Thunderbolts completely righted the MCU? I think so. Duggan, you just saw the
Yes!
movie.
Next topic.
I just saw the movie. Did you? You just saw the movie. Did you like it?
I loved it.
It was wicked good, right?
Before that though, I think Sam Wilson saved the MCU, but this movie was everything and more. I can't even wrap my brain around how many things transpired in that movie. And I don't want to say too much because these two dorks. But the highlights, I will say, Bob.
Oh, Lewis Pullman. I watched an interview with him just yesterday. I love that fucking guy, and
amazing.
He's great in everything. And you know what he was in? Like one of his first major roles that he was in Bad Times at the El Royale. You ever seen that? He's the bus boy or whatever that like works the restaurant or works the casino. And I forgot he was in that, and I forgot that I saw him in that because when I saw him in Top Gun Maverick, I was like, okay, I like this guy in Top Gun Maverick. And then I didn't realize it was Lewis, that he was Bill Pullman's son until we did the fucking watch along to
Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot, and now he's in the MCU, and I fucking love him in the MCU. So, which of his three characters did you like best?
They all had good qualities, which is great. That's why I liked it.
There's 3 now? I thought there was only 2.
There's 3.
He plays.
So Bob is the funniest.
I love Bob the best, I think.
The sequence with the Thunderbolts and Sentry, I'll leave it at that. That was fucking hysterical to me.
Yeah.
And then the Void, I like how he is really codependent on Bob, even though he says they're nothing. He actually needs him.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There's a little twist to that.
The Void's wicked scary, you've seen him in the trailers, guys. So it's not. I'm not spoiling the plot line or anything. But the special effects they use to just remove light from the character.
So crazy.
It is nuts, and it's probably not that. It's probably not that hard to do.
The jetted black you can get. I don't even know how they did. It looked literally like coal dust.
Just a little shine of his eyes is all you get. And I was like, this guy's scary as
He looked like a dude from Salem's Lot with those eyes.
Yeah. But it's really, really good. And one of the questions that came out of it, and again, this will be one you guys could probably address if you haven't seen the movie, but how in the world is Dr. Doom supposed to deal with Bob as a character?
The only thing I can think of is that maybe he's interdimensional.
You think he's going to be
it depends on which Doom you get. See, that's the problem that you have. If you have God Emperor Doom, it's not going to be too much of a problem, I don't think.
Too much of a problem?
Yep.
Because
God Emperor Doom has the power of a Beyonder, which is an interdimensional, like an extra dimensional being, right? Or one of an extra dimensional being, right? So while Sentry is powerful and Void is fucking scary powerful, right? They're not on that level. Now, mind you, they are nigh fucking invincible, but they're not on that level.
Okay.
So,
because after watching the movie, I can only think like the MCU tends to ground their characters. Hulk's not as strong as he should be. Thor's not as strong as he should be. Like these characters, they ground them. I don't think they grounded Sentry based on what I saw in the movie.
You can't. He's supposed to be the Superman of the MCU.
That's essentially correct. Yes.
Yeah, and his flaw is that he's schizophrenic.
Right.
See, you call it schizophrenic. I thought it was bipolar.
He is, but when he leans into his depression, he gets like he's up. So
yeah, that'll be sad. I'll be pissed.
That's what John's thinking.
You know,
I don't know, dude. After seeing this movie, Sentry walks up to the Avengers table and puts his big golden dick on top and says, "What's up, boys?" Because I was just like, my jaw was open the whole time. Like, holy shit.
Well, I mean that's also like what Ghostface is describing. Like you see in whatever the Doctor Strange #3 was called, where the Scarlet Witch meets the whatever group that is, and then just is like
the Illuminati.
Yeah. And Reed Richards just turns into a bunch of tape.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, okay.
So I'll be pissed if they kill Sentry already. You can't introduce a character like this and kill him right away. So I hope that if Doom has a way around Bob, it's not I'm just more powerful, I'm going to kill him. I hope it's like because I hope it's like I've trapped him somewhere where he's not going to be a problem anymore until he finds a way himself to break out of it. You know what I mean?
Is there a way he could like trap him, kind of like how Superman has that fucking dimension? Is there a way that
a Phantom Zone?
Yeah,
there's the negative zone.
The Sentry in like a box where he's like in the void but can't control it.
There's the zone that Annihilus is from. I think it's called the negative zone.
It is.
Right? I had seen the rumors that they were talking about bringing Annihilus in, right? They could trap Sentry there for goddamn sure, right? Yeah. The thing is like he's one of these beings, right? That in the comics, and I don't know if they'll translate this to the movies, right? That like you have some of the most powerful characters that are in Marvel Comics that go ahead, like Molecule Man, that can literally just pull molecules apart, and he does that to Sentry, and Sentry puts himself back together.
Right.
And Molecule Man's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Is there nobody does that out after? Like, what's the next Marvel movie? Is it going to be the Doom one?
Fantastic
Four.
Fantastic Four, then
Fantastic Four.
Secret Wars?
Fantastic Four, and then it's Avengers Doomsday, and then it's Avengers Secret Wars. But I think they're going to drop some content between the two Avengers movies.
Because I was wondering if, like, kind of how they did with the Infinity Saga, where you have the teams, but they're kind of doing different shit until the end. So, like, if Sentry gets captured, you have people go one way. Then you have to have Sam Wilson get the Avengers together with fucking Bucky. And then whatever Spider-Man's up to and who the fuck knows. And then you have Fantastic Four.
I think it would be real interesting if you got to see a dark Avengers, right? Where you have it'd be hard to do with Sony owning Spider-Man.
Like Ghost Rider and shit?
No, it's Norman Osborn as the Iron Patriot, right? It's Norman Osborn as the Iron Patriot that goes ahead and creates the Dark Avengers, which is basically a group of criminals that go ahead and pose as the Avengers afterwards.
Oh,
right?
shit.
And Bob's on there, and Norman convinces Bob to join, right? And shit goes awry by the end of it, fucking crazily, where they go ahead and they attack Asgard, and they quite literally, Ares, god of war, gets torn in fucking half by Bob.
Oh shit!
Like from collarbone to fucking dick hole, just rip.
But
right?
Asgard is already destroyed.
Yeah, no, I got that. It can be destroyed again, but new Asgard.
New Asgard.
New Asgard.
I needed to get a new Asgard after my fucking trip on the boat with the fucking bouncing on the raft. But the
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say they obviously, you guys, I know John saw the spoiler. Dan, did you see any spoilers for this movie?
Yes or not?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Oh. The spoilers for this movie, they released what the asterisks.
I saw no spoilers.
So you have
no idea. The new Avengers?
The asterisks. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's that. I wanted to talk about that for a minute. The asterisks, it doesn't spoil any of the plot lines of the movie other than at the slight spoiler. Sorry, everybody. The Thunderbolts are introduced to the public as the new Avengers at the end of it, right? And then the post-credit scene of the movie, not going to talk about what it is, but they are a fully functional new Avengers team. Like they've been going on missions and shit. It picks up 14 months later, and there's a good bit with Sam Wilson like threatening to sue them for taking the Avengers name. And so I think Duggan's saying that are there going to be multiple teams spread off during the events? 100% going to happen.
West Coast too.
Because think of how many chairs that they set up, right? For everybody that's in this movie. The Thunderbolts, well, the new Avengers, make up 6 seats, right? 6 seats.
Walker.
5 seats. 5-6 seats. And then Sam Wilson and who else was there? Thor, fucking Ant-Man, all these people. Like, I bet you that's part of Captain America's team of Avengers.
Yeah.
So I would, and then the Fantastic Four show up, and I bet you when the Fantastic Four show up at the beginning of Doomsday, both Avengers team can converge on this ship, and they're like, "Oh, you fucking assholes are here!" And
yeah.
like it'll be great to see them start a fight, and then the Fantastic Four are like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't, and then they get pulled into the fight like that. I don't know. That again, not the plot line of the movie, but that's 100% going to be a scene that happens in Doom.
You can almost see the teams where like Bucky and Sam always go at it, which is funny. You have Red Guardian, you have Thor. They're both kind of assholes. Walker's a fucking asshole. And even Ant-Man. Ant-Man's kind of an asshole in his own like goofy way. And then
Ant-Man's a dick.
And then
he's not an asshole.
You have Peter Parker.
I don't know if they said Tom Holland's in the movie.
No.
And plus, nobody knows who he is anymore.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they confirmed he wasn't going to be in the movie.
The X-Men, dude. There's X-Men in this movie.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have 4 teams show up. Doom versus Magneto in Doomsday. Ooh.
Yeah, they keep throwing that around. I've seen that too. That's crazy.
That'd be sweet.
I'm going to be honest. That is a quick fight. Magneto wins that one 10 out of 10 times.
What if his metal's not metal?
Especially if Doom is wearing his normal metal mask.
Well, hold on, because that's
vibranium.
No, because that's the thing. I could see that fight happening. Like Doom starts getting just tossed around by fucking Magneto. He's like, "Oh, poor choice to have the metal suit." Blah blah blah. And then Doom, being a genius that he is, all of a sudden he's just like presses a button and it's like, poof, I'm demagnetized my suit. And then all of a sudden, fucking Magneto can't do shit, and Doom just walks up and starts fucking him up. Like that.
What if that's the reveal? Magneto fucking takes Tony's helmet, and then his face is revealed.
That's possible.
Yep. I don't think
everybody goes.
I don't think he's Tony. I think he's.
I just said Tony. You got.
I know you did. No, but you're not the only one, because people on message boards are like, I think it's kind of lame that they're going Tony Stark as Doom. They never said that he's Tony Stark. I don't think they just said that it's Robert Downey Jr. So the people who know Tony Stark are gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally going to be Victor. I mean,
100%.
Victor Von Doom. Yeah.
Right. I hope. I mean, that would fucking blow if it was Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Isn't there an alternate like universe where Doom and Tony swap? They live there each other's lives. Because
I don't know.
Something happened when they were in college, right? And then it led Tony on one way and then Doom another way.
I don't think it was them. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'd have to look into that, Mike.
Well, Reed Richards and Doom were college.
That's what I'm thinking of. Thank you.
I think you're confusing that with the movie with Lindsay Lohan. It's called Parent Trap.
No.
You're thinking of Freaky Friday.
No. Kevin was right. Reed Richards, who I was thinking of. I get that confused.
I mean, if they were going to go the way of the Maker and the Council of Reeds, that'd be cool. Don't get me wrong, but like, they're not going to go that route. So.
Oh man, but the
Anyways, see it.
Thunderbolts is
movie.
I know you guys haven't seen it, but John, Dan, go out and see it.
I'm seeing it Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
go see it.
And I don't know when I'm going to see it because unfortunately I was working when Kevin invited me to go see it at 11:15 a.m. on Monday.
Sorry. It was a last. I barely had time to go see it myself, so it was a last second thing I just threw out there. I'm like, hey, you kind of live near here, come see the movie. But it's good. It's truly. I loved it. I think I know you, Dan, you and I liked Captain America: Brave New World. We liked it. Didn't love it.
Yeah, I liked it.
I loved Thunderbolts. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought every character gets their time to shine. And I'll say this is a simple scene. There's a scene in the movie where they are saving civilians, and it's been a while since you've seen the heroes of the MCU just popping off saving regular civilians. And it's at a part of the movie where they're like, we're just losers. Like we're not ready for this shit. And when they come back and start saving people, I was like, I think I was rooting for them harder than I've ever rooted for the Avengers, which is fucking crazy.
You know what did it for me? It was Red Guardian and that little girl.
Oh, when he saves the little girl, it's so good.
So fucking good, dude. Were you laughing as much? I was laughing my ass off. That was
really
like
funny.
the small John Walker being an asshole was fucking hysterical.
Best. And
that's the best comment ever.
And his character is he's complicated too. He's not like one note.
Yeah.
He's got like he plays it off like he's the asshole intentionally because he's so fucking wounded on the inside. And then by the end of the movie, I'm just like, you know what? I think you're my second favorite Captain America.
I do like him a lot. Especially when Bucky's talking to him. He's like, Bucky, you know me. He's like, yeah, I do know you, John.
Yeah, I do know you, John. You're kind of fucked up. I don't think I should take anything you say seriously. Oh, it's good. I actually think Bucky does. He's got a lot of story in the movie. Second most. Like Yelena gets the most story in the movie. Bucky gets the second most. But I feel like Bucky really doesn't. He doesn't really do. I thought he was going to do more. If that made sense.
He shines in his own way with certain things, and then when they're with Sentry, that situation. But I think he's more there as the glue to pass on the story. Because he had a lot of dialogue and shit.
Does it ever explain how he went from his brief cameo in Brave New World to where he is in this movie?
100%, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
He starts the movie as a congressman, and I think by the end of it, he technically still is, but he just based on the new Avengers reveal, I think he's probably like, well, I can't be a fucking senator anymore.
Dude, how funny is fucking Wendell? What's his name? The other senator.
Wendell Pierce?
Dude, hilarious. That
yeah,
guy
he's in it. I love that guy and everything.
Oh, yeah, Suits. He was so good at Suits.
Let me see. Let's see this. A lot of decisions are last minute for Duffy, for example, trying to force your ass on your nuts. Hey, that was a absolute necessity in the moment, okay? Anybody in my shoes who was having their nuts slap off that fucking rubber would have done the same thing.
You should have just started water skiing and all.
I haven't water skied in a long time, but I was pretty good at it.
Well, I mean, my thing is that's just a public service announcement. Stop trying to think that you're cool cutting your mesh out of your swim trunks. Leave the mesh in. Protect your nuts.
Right. Yeah. Nobody wants to see your dick outline. Okay.
Nobody wants to see it. Oh shit!
You goddamn right, it was a tactical play. Even at the age, I was like 18. Even at 18, I knew I wanted children someday. I was gonna need those nuts. So. All right, that's enough for today.
Shit.
That's let's end the podcast.
I did take a picture. Ready for this?
Oh yeah, that's out there.
That's so good. Amazing.
Avengers with a Z. he's like
amazing. That fucking racing suit, so funny.
I know. He's like Ricky Bobby. he's like, look, I need
one
corporate
for you,
sponsors. Corporate sponsors, and I solved the problem with Captain America. Avengers with a Z.
Soft like seal.
All right. Go see the movie if you haven't. I'm sorry, we just spoiled at least a little bit of it. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. Those of you that did, we'll do this again probably not next Thursday because we have the golf.
Probably not.
We're doing a golf trip next week. We might skip a week to do and come back
live from the golf tournament.
But
I do want to throw out a super special shout out to Mr. Ghostface for hanging in there for an hour and a half and commenting feverishly.
I appreciate it.
It is much appreciated.
Tell your friends about us. We're trying to grow the podcast.
You'll never believe this guy, what he did to his nutsack. It's crazy.
Oh man. Yeah, seriously. I don't know what algorithm we need to get on for like I guess epic fails, but it's just a conversation about them. So.
Yeah.
Semen, murder, Marvel.
That's right.
Cliff jumping.
Yes.
Feats. Hold on. No, not cliff jumping. Feats of strength. Or
strength.
athleticism.
Yeah, athleticism.
Oh God. That's hilarious.
Number one.
All right. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, we're not doing the podcast. Probably won't do the podcast next week because we got a trip we're doing. But I will have our edited version of Buckaroo Banzai with the video up and ready to go for next Thursday. So there will be content for you guys to check out. So tune into that when I upload it. Keep an eye out for it. Subscribe to the channel. Click the like button, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.